Well, welcome back. How's everyone's week been? So, before we get back to this picture that is suspiciously looking more and more like one of my exes every day, I have something else to show you. So, there's my son, he likes all that jump scare stuff, you know, Freddy, Fazbear, Poppy Playtime, all that stuff. Well, there's a certain character on Poppy Playtime. I didn't know the name for him. I offhandedly said the name for him, and he saw the character, and he screamed that name out in the store and said, "We gotta have it." Do you know what this guy's called? If you do, mention down in the comments. But you know what I called him offhandedly one time when I seen him on TV? Oh, that must be Pickly Tickly. Yep. So, my son, we were in Target the other day, and I told, you were doing some clothing shopping, and I'm like, well, we'll pick out a toy for you, you know, after we do the clothes shopping. So, we go through, you know, he has to try on 1,000,000 pairs of shorts. He's a good boy. We go down the toy aisle, and he starts screaming out, "It's Tickly Pickly, it's Tickly Pickly, it's Huggy Wuggy's uncle, oh my god, it's Tickly Pickly." And I was like, you gotta learn to live with your own life decisions. Something else I think that's cool about him is him and my boy, Rock Lee, you know, they kind of got similar sus vibes. Let's go with that. I mean, look, they both got they got similar drip. Although I should invest in a bow tie. Yeah, that'd probably make the bitches take you more seriously, Rock Lee. But that's not what we're here for today. We're here for drawing. Well, actually, I was on inking last time, and I gotta tell you, I'm nervous. I gotta tell you, I'm freaking nervous. I'm gonna try to start censoring curse words out of here so I can have a wider audience. Because every time I drop an F-bomb, YouTube does not like the videos. But before I start on this, I'm gonna warm up a bit. I got one of the pens I'll be using here. Just gonna grab a random piece of paper. So I'm just going to draw, this is going to be my warm-up page, and I'm just going to start drawing something random on here. Should we do something Avatar related? Yo, let's do something, let's see if I can draw Boomy from memory. Alright, so that's looking good so far. I think he looks too much like Uncle Ruckus already. I don't even remember if he had facial hair or not. You know, I'm really messing this up. So I'm just going to draw a weird guy now. You know what? I'm going to draw a little Igor. And I'm going to give him that cat mouth. Just to make them, like, kind of sus. Give them a big old hump. Da hump, da hump. See this pen? Bad. I'm going to put it in the bad pile. So what I do, actually, with my pens, so let's say I'm writing. I'll have my pens lined up to the side. I'll use this one, it starts giving out. I'll take it, and I'll put it at the end. And then I'll start using another one. And then when it does that, put it at the end. That way, because your pens kind of dry out, but there's still ink in there. You know what I mean? And that way, this one, you might see it during the show, is messed up because I used it to hold something I had to glue. I think I might have done that in another video, I don't know. I need to get more pins. I use the Uniball. Look, I did the Huggy Wuggy stuff in the beginning to hold your attention, so you can wait a second while I gather my pins. Oh, this one's like brand new. I haven't used this one yet. Hot diggity. Hot diggity dog. Alright, we're going to put you second in line. Alright, so we'll give them a little... Oh yeah, look how much thicker that is. So, like, look, right here, this line's really thin, not saturated. This one is kind of off. If you wanted to blend these, There you go. Okay, so now we're going to continue with that. I'm going to give them like little courage arms. There you go, more. The whole reason I'm doing this, well, one, I'm nervous, and if you haven't been able to tell, I kind of stall when I'm nervous with a project, but I'm trying to warm up those muscles. I'm also trying to get the giggles out of the way, the goofiness, you know? So I'm just doing something quick and silly. I have this thing when I'm, like, writing. I'll be writing a serious scene and it'll be bothering me or something, or I'll feel stuck. It'll be like some guy telling off his sister. Daniel looked at his sister with disgust and said, and then I'll just, like, I'll lose it and I'll pause right there and I'll write some long, ridiculous thing. It's like, look here, woman, I'm gonna take your jewelry and I'm gonna sell it for Fago and become a juggalo. And then I'll go back and erase that. But it just gets like the... I don't know how to describe it. You know, you get like these urges for stuff to be wrong sometimes. Give them a nice little patch there. You give them a patch on the elbow too. He's got his finger up, maybe. He's telling us something. Got some big toes there. One thing with American cartoons you'll notice is usually quite funny is the feet. Because in America, they do the 4 fingers. And yes, I'm counting the thumb. They have 3 bending points like the finger. But when you get to the feet, whenever you have 4-finger cartoons, some cartoons will have 3 toes, some will have 4 toes. Some of them will actually have the correct amount of 5 toes. And I always find it funny. Let's give them some hair on the feet too, you know? Hair on the knuckles. I don't know if you can hear that, but Cookie wants to be in the video too. Alright, I'll give him some feet hairs. I'll give him some head hairs too. Oh, you know what he's missing? Brows. When I was a kid, I mean, like, I was like 5 years old. Dragon Ball Z was like the height of like animation to me. Didn't know much, you know, I was 5 years old. And for pretty much like everything I drew looked really serious and angry for a while. Because of that. Let's give him some more details in the lip. There we go. And you know what? Give him more chin hairs than I can grow. And just because we're here, let's see if we can color them real quick. There's this thing where if you do patterns, it'll trick the eye. I'll show you right now. So all the skin, I'm going to have the patterns go on the same way. I just go over and fill it back in, screw it. Well, you'll still see it'll give it like a grain. Okay, get some yellow there for his eyes, for his teeth, for his toenails. He's got that little goblin in there. A little pink in the mouth. There, he looks cool. I'm just going to add to this picture every time I need to warm up. I'll put it to this side. Call this little guy Igor. Master would appreciate if you would smash the like button, the share, and subscribe. Yes, thank you, Igor. Let's give him... I'm going to color his patches, too. It's a cool guy. Just put them over here on the extra support boards. Is that on camera? No, it is not. Good. Okay, so I feel warmed up. I feel a little more confident. Yeah, when I look at this, I'm going to be honest, my voice just changed a bit, so that's probably an indicator, and my chest hurts. So right here with her neck, you can see I drew the neck, and then I drew the kimono, or whatever it is on top of it. You know, I don't know if they gave it a different name in the show. It's actually an interesting factoid. I'll look that up and put it right here. Anyways, I drew her... It's like I said, I draw a lot of figures like really plain, like they have no clothes on. And then I draw the clothing on top of it. And this is one of those times, because you're going to see the neck right now. I'm going to go... See, I started in such a nerve-wracking area. I'm going to do this part of the neck too. And for the clothes, I'm actually going outside the lines I drew. I'm trying to get them right on top. Give it that wrapping look, but it's still like rather tight. I'm realizing this should probably go... I'm just going to say it's hidden by the armor. I think putting a line down here might be distracting. You know, stop, pencil. This is why we have the pencil. I think I can actually fit that in there, so. I'm going to do it now, so if I mess up, I can do the airlines on top of it. This is one of those times I'm rotating it to get a better angle. Oh, wow, that was great. Yeah, see, it was much easier to do that than it would have been for me to do this, because it curves in with your wrist. You got to think of your own biomechanics when drawing. Like if you need a long line, certain movements are going to be easier for your body. Oh my gosh. Oh, I almost messed up there. Oh. Notice when I start a little back in the line. Oh, boy. Oh. Ooh. That's why you always got to kind of be watching where you're going. When I was a kid, a lot of times, like, I would be drawing something like a dinosaur. I'm actually specifically remembering a time I drew a raptor, because that's when I started addressing the issue. And I would do the arm, I would come down here. You know what? Where's my example paper? Here we go. So I'd be a kid, I'd be drawing a raptor or something like... I'm just going to draw a quick one how I think I drew when I was 5. Interestingly enough, it was also blue. And for those Jurassic Park fans out there, that was before blue. Well, actually, in the early, I believe it's the second movie or the third, the script had it blue. Anyways, I would have it like this. I already messed up. So what I'd be doing is I'd be coming down, and I go out to draw the arm. And then I get down here and I'd make the claw. And I'd come up here. I'm just going to make another person. I'm just going to make a stick man. Okay, so I'd have a stick man. I have him worried because there's a dinosaur behind him. And I would come down here to the shoulder, and I'd go out to make like the arm, and then I'd make the fingers, and I'd come back up. I don't know if anyone else had that issue. I think I seen a video one time of someone making fun of it. I do that all the time as a kid, and it would drive me nuts. Especially when you're a little kid, you don't want to redo a drawing. Alright, time to use that new pen. Because that one's starting to get a little spotty. Ooh! I should have tested that on another piece of paper, but man, did it sore. Oh my god. It's like writing with butter, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you what, I do my drawings with fresh American butter. You see, I'm doing like a quick. That's because I want it to be kind of like wispy, like hair. I don't want these thicker, bolder lines. So yeah, you can go back in there and kind of like. Need that though. See, I was able to reshape that a little bit. Get a little more out of it. Stuff like this, by the way, is a good time. Like, you could hide a signature or something in it. Now you may notice I'm doing this one slightly tilted. And why is that? It's because in this picture I imagine she was looking the other way and she turned around to look at you. You being the viewer of the picture. You know, one reason why I draw Pokemon on the show is actually Pokemon has a lot to do with why I know how to draw. You know, I brought up several times on this channel, like, if you're a kid and you're watching this, well, if you're a kid, you probably shouldn't be watching this, which will make you want to watch it more. I always say, if you can draw, don't try to let the other kids at school know, because they always want you to draw them crap. A lot of times it's inappropriate. I mean, people that never talk to you only because they want you to draw them shit. Sometimes so they can say they drew it. Draw it so that it looks like I drew it. Well, one of the number one things I got request for was Pokemon. When it started, I was in 3rd grade, and I saw some 5th graders' artwork. They had hung up like it was like vote for Ryan for class president type thing. And he drew some really boss Pokemon, this kid. He had like a Rhyhorn on there. He had like Meowth. He had Agumon, everyone's favorite Pokemon, Agumon. So this kid, he did a good job. That's what I'm saying. And little me, I think I was 7 at the time, was like, I need to step it up. If that kid can draw Pokemon, I tried to draw a collar like hair for a minute. I can draw Pokemon. And I started just copying Pokemon. And then other kids seen, they always, especially girls, like, draw me Eevee. Eevee is my favorite. So many girls, Eevee was their favorite. I'm going to shadow over that hand a bit. I don't like the details on it. He has a weird little finger. That's my strong finger. A character, it's like a love-hate thing in Naruto. I love-hate is Gamatatsu and Gamakichi. The frogs. Gamakichi, he's just wisecracking, especially when he's tiny. It was funny. But, Gamatatsu, that guy is what lives in my stomach. It's always like, I'm hungry. I'd like a little snack right now. And it's like, he ends up the size of, an SUV. And it's like, but he's still like, I would like some tasty snacks. And that's how I feel all the time. If I just think, if I try to think, what does my stomach feel? It's just like, I'm hungry. You got any snacks? And that frog has lived with me for years doing that. Now I have the other one, though. I like how Naruto, he spent that time practicing that Toad Ball move with him. I don't feel like we ever saw him really use it. I didn't read the manga. Did someone see him use it more in the manga? They just kind of did it during the train. We're like, that's so cool. Because he gets, a major power-up after that, and, like the Ninja War, when he rides on there, he summons, I don't know the name of it, the aqua green one with the 2 swords. Not the guy who's always like, I am so ungraceful. He would be like, I'm going to try to make this line, but forgive my mistakes. I tend to be ungraceful. And I was like, I get it. Maybe you have a thing you say, but he would say it multiple times an episode. Oh, man, I messed that fan up a little bit right there. Doing really boat. I kind of went up the side there. It's still pretty thick. The fan is what is messing this piece up, I'm telling you. Might be time to start over. Oh, there's something on the table right there messing me up. Oh, it's stuck to the other side of the page. You see that? So, I want to name this video something like, I think I messed it up again. And I want to let the audience decide. I know I always say don't be afraid to start over, but I also feel like maybe I should show you how to deal with it. Not sure if I can deal with that though. Look at it. The only way I can think to deal with it is if I add those dark slats to every single line. This might be one of those learning moments like, oh, this is how you hide mistakes. The only other thing I could think to do would be to get a knife and cut it out of the paper. I've done that before, but I don't want to do that. Ruins the integrity of the paper. Kind of giving it a dramatic look, I guess. Like, you know, I messed it up right at the end. My tongue is all the way out. See, this is the top one. It's a little different, so I'm going to actually work with that. Or I'm going to try not to put another line on that. There we go. My bird has been arguing with a mockingbird outside. That has had babies recently, and it's funny. And I know she's arguing because she's doing sounds she does when she tries to argue with us. I wish I could erase this right now. It's probably really wet. I think I fixed the lines with the fan, but yeah, this one's just a little more. There we go. Probably got a 30-minute video out of it. Sometimes, you know, I'm still trying to figure out what length of video people enjoy for this stuff. I figure 30 minutes is like a TV show for a reason. You want multiple ones? I have plenty of playlists on the channel. I like to stop at definite points, and inking for me is a definite point. So next time we'll probably start, I'll start plotting out the background a bit, ink the background, and then once I have all of that, I will likely start painting it. Now, there's more stuff I can do. Like I can put some more details right here that just draw your eye. I haven't decided if I'm going to do one of those fish or the eel. I might do the eel with the fish. Like, actually, here, let's plot that out right now. So I might do like a little koi here. If you cannot tell, I like fish. Maybe one like this, and then have that eel like this. I think it has like some things on it. But really just have elements of it in there. So it's kind of like a pattern. But it also has a bunch of freaking fish in it. We'll decide on that next time. If you want to see more, make sure to, you know, once again, like and subscribe if you haven't already. so you stay up to date with my videos, unless YouTube has again changed how and why they show you videos. Either way, you know, I hope to see you back here. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.